A great composer. Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the greatest composers who ever lived. He taught people that they could be freer when they wrote music. Before his time, music was composed for a special purpose. Often it was church music, or music was written to entertain at parties and dances. Beethoven did not think that music needed to have a practical use. He thought people should listen to music just for itself. Beethoven was born in Germany in 1770. He was a very musical child. The boy learned to play the violin and the piano, but he was not happy at home. His mother died when he was in his teens. After that, his father was often drunk and bad-tempered. Beethoven became a tutor in a rich family. He was glad to get a job. His student's mother was very kind to the young teacher. She helped him meet many famous musicians. One of these was Mozart. Mozart heard the boy play the piano. He said, "That boy will give the world something worth listening to." In a few years, Beethoven was ready to leave his teaching job. He went to the city of Vienna. There he wrote a lot of music. Some people who heard his music did not like it. They thought it was too loud and forceful. But soon, most people came to admire his work. When Beethoven was in his 20s, he began to go deaf. The deafness changed his behavior. He became withdrawn and moody. His friends found him hard to be around, but he kept composing even when he lost all of his hearing. The music he heard was in his head. Beethoven died when he was 57 years old. Most of his friends and family had deserted him. This had caused Beethoven a great deal of grief, but at least he had had his music. He had composed over 100 pieces. His music spanned 2 stages of music history. His early music was more formal. It followed certain steps and patterns. But his later music changed. That style is now called romantic music. This type of music is written to stir the listener's feelings. Sometimes a piece tells a story. Beethoven learned to use music, not words, for the story. This romantic style changed the way people thought about music. Many later composers gained new ideas from Beethoven's musical discoveries.